What up? Boss Talk episode 10. This one is a lesson episode, man. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I took an L on this project. Well, I'll consider it an L, but most people won't. But it was definitely way lower than what we anticipated it to be. So as y'all know, I had a property I was working on in Detroit, on the northwest side, South Fair Freeway, 8 Mile area. Been working on it for like 6 months. I bought it for 12,000. Put about 20, 28 all together. That's with the purchase of the house too. So 28 all together with the purchase and rehab. I think we spent probably another like 200, 2,000 at the end of the project. So probably like 30,000 all the way, right? So boom, we going into the project thinking like, we gonna the market was crazy at the end of the summer, so we can put it on there for like 90. Let's just see if somebody bite on it. Yeah, that was a complete failure. So basically, man, my strategy going into putting it on the market was horrible, and it kind of like set the tone for the whole shebang. So that was a learning experience on my end, where I could have. It was a two-bedroom house. It was a small house. It looked good as far as the cosmetics in the inside. A little curb appeal, wasn't nothing really special. But just judging off the market, we think we can for sure get like 60 to 80 for sure off of it. Um, didn't know about the two-bedroom market. Two-bedroom market is virtually dead. Nobody really wants it. Um, yeah, like it's kind of hard to sell. It's kind of cutting your pool of people down because everybody want like a three-bedroom. They got multiple kids. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. So I didn't do my research on the two-bedroom market without before I bought the house. So anyway, I bought a house, fixed it up, everything looked good. It was the best house I done did. The first house it was half-ass. I ain't gonna lie to you, and it sold for 60,000 in like 30 days. So we like, all right, we got this one. We put a little more love into it. It's a smaller house, but it looked better. And we put it on there for 90. Nobody bid. Took it down to 80. Nobody bid. So we looking like desperate sellers. So I learned that you're not supposed to do all those price cuts because you look like you're desperate. And which we were. We had a deadline where we wanted to get the money. You know what I'm saying? So we was trying to meet the deadline. So pretty much we lowered it down to like 70. Nobody bid. Down to 60. Nobody bid. Land contracts. We had a couple offers for land contracts, which basically money up front. Like they give you about 10,000 down, and then they pay you monthly until the balance is paid off. We didn't want to do that. We needed our money ASAP. So fast forward, sell the house. We get it down to 55. We down to 55. We keep price cutting, keep price cutting. Then like every week we price cut. So basically, if a person that's interested in the house see it, they look like, damn, like what's wrong with the house, So they gonna keep dropping it. We gonna wait till they keep dropping it. So basically, that's what they was doing. So anywho, end up getting it down to 55. I get a buyer who offered 50 cash. So I'm like, all right, bet 50 cash. It ain't what we wanted, but we still make a profit. Kind of double. We trying to double up. I had put like 16. I think I put like 16 in it. My partner put like 12, 5 in it, something like that. Um, so I'm like, if I can get it for 50, pay the realtors, they get their little money, a little taxes, closing costs, all that. We left with about, $12,000 profit, give or take. Excuse my numbers. I'm just putting this together. I ain't really crunching all the numbers right now, but I'm thinking like, I'm gonna make a decent amount of cheese. So, boom. Fast forward that. Um, he like, all right, $50,000 down. I mean, $50,000 cash offer pending an inspection. So cool. So I go get the hot water tank, furnace, put it in. I think they did the inspection before I put the hot water tank and stuff in. I think it was a miscommunication. I don't know what happened, but a miscue on that. So they did the inspection without the hot water tank and furnace in. Brilliant strategy by their realtor. So basically, when they did the inspection, the dude basically was like, "We're gonna counter offer. We're gonna offer y'all 37.5. 37.5. Like what? 37.5 from 50? Significant drop. Um, but like I said, we was trying to get our money back because holidays coming, stuff we gotta pay, stuff like that. So I learned from this, like, be patient. So anywho, I had a dilemma before that, where before we even got to the $50,000 point, got it for 55. I'm getting ready to fire the realtor. So I'm like, realtor, I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna do a different direction. I had met another realtor who was like ranked number 9 in the state of Michigan as far as property sold. He got $30 million worth of property sold. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna rock with him. I ain't racist or nothing like that, but it was a black dude, and I was like, younger guy. Let me try him out. He getting stuff sold. I ran it by him. He seen it. He said he'd get it sold in a week. So I'm like, all right. So later that day, told my realtor we're gonna go a different direction. He like, okay. Well, before we end our agreement or whatever, our contract, I got one more showing, and then that one more showing happened to be that $50,000 cash offer. So I'm like, all right, do I take this 50,000 cash right now, or do I roll the dice and go to the other guy who's saying he can relist it for like 60, 65 and get it gone? That's what he's saying. This is my third realtor on this project, so I'm like, I don't know, like they all gonna promise you a dream, but the 50,000 cash right here, I might as well just take that. So I ended up taking the 50,000. That's when we got to the inspection. Then they countered me after the inspection. Then they said it was some moisture in the crawl space. Then they told me it was a foundation issue. Like, there's a whole bunch of bull, for real. But I was so pressed to get the house sold, you know what I'm saying? I just took the bread. So that's why I consider it an L, because I could have been patient, like, nah, F y'all, we just gonna leave it on the market and see what happens. But I wanted to at least get our money back at this point. So we didn't make we made our money back, but we didn't make a big profit. We probably profited like 5,000 off this project. Still in the green, still a plus, but learning experience. Do not get no 2-bedroom houses. Do not get no small cribs unless it's 3-bedroom. You could probably work with that. But yeah, that was crazy. So anywho, before I decided to take the 37, I found another crib that was in my neighborhood for 30,000, and it's worth 120 to 150. Like, so I'm thinking like we should just roll our money from this project and just put it in this 31, grind it out, sell it for 120, 150. And we done made what we supposed to make. We're just being patient on this. When we take this money, take that as a learning experience. We lost on that realtor. They beat us up. They won that one. They got me. That was my first go around with that, so I won't let that happen again. It was my partner's first flip with me, and I just wanted to make sure his experience was a good one, and I wasn't able to deliver on that. So I kind of feel bad about that, but I also learned in this game, everything not gonna be the big score. So the first one was a big score. This one, not so much. But like I said, we didn't lose no money. We got our money back plus a little more. It wasn't what we wanted. Got rid of that headache. It wasn't even a headache. It was a smooth process, but just a learning experience overall, you know what I'm saying? So if you're looking into buying houses in Detroit, make sure it's a 3-bedroom. I hopped on that one because it was already damn near fixed up already, and it was a 2-bedroom. It was a straight little price. Rushing, not doing my homework. So I advise you, do your homework. Don't rush. 3 bedrooms and up, and definitely take your time. Be patient. Do not chase the money. Do not do anything as far as like putting money where, like, basically you got some money coming. Don't go make a crazy flip or a crazy investment or pay for something crazy because you count on that money to come. Just be patient. Because I had my money tied up, thinking I'm gonna do this with this money. I'm gonna have about 40 this. I'm gonna do this. Nah, be patient, chill out. Make sure you got the money first before you do anything. Don't do nothing crazy, so you won't be looking crazy at the end, pressing for bread. So learn from that experience. We still haven't closed on the house yet. I just signed a little purchase agreement today. I'm very mad about it, but it is what it is. I'm just cutting my losses. Then it was like, you can't really relist it. You can relist it, but it's gonna be hard to sell pretty much. Basically, that's what my realtors was telling me. That might not be true, but multiple realtors, like 3 told me, different backgrounds, different companies, they all say like, you really ain't gonna probably get what you really want for it. So you might as well take the money right now. So I took the money and left it at that at the end of the day. So don't be me, take your time, relax, enjoy the process, don't rush it, let the money come. Don't make no bonehead decisions, and just take it from there. So it ain't a loss, it's a lesson, man.